Hello everyone. When we think about doubles near doubles, it's really a foundational skill that children need to be proficient in. They don't need to be, they should be proficient in to help them with their multiplication facts later on. So doubles near doubles, it's really great to start with the visual image. So imagine in the top one, we're saying we have a total of how many marbles. Let's say there's marbles. Or we could say there's a total of 10, or we know that it's 5 plus 5. So it's 5 here plus 5 here. Hopefully when we come to a shape like the one below, we say, okay, how many red marbles are there? Hopefully they're able to say, well, no, I know 5 plus 5 is 10, and this is 6 plus 5, so it's only one more, so I know 6 plus 5 is 11. Kind of like if we come down to something like this, where we say, okay, how many blue marbles are here? Well, with this one, we may be in a place where hopefully the child can say, well, I see that there are 8 on top, 7 on the bottom. Or we could say, hey, I know 7 plus 7 is 14 plus 1 more is 15. Or I know 8 plus 8 is 16 if there's one here, and I have one less, so that'd be 15. But again, it's making that visual connection. One better is actually don't do it as a drawing. Do it actually with pennies. Do it with marbles, buttons, M&Ms, Skittles, whatever you have laying around. But really get your children thinking about doubles and near doubles so they can say, well, wait a second, well, I know that is that because it's one less or it's one more. And the visual representation is really important. If they have to go back and count them, that's okay in the beginning. The goal is to break away from that so they're starting to recognize what equation represents the value. So like up here when we did the 5 and 5, to start with this as though they had, let's say, pennies in front of them, and they do 5 and 5, then they say, okay, what equation is that? So they would write down their 5 plus 5, and they say, okay, well, we know that must be what? Because then we're connecting the visual piece of math to the actual language acquisition, the writing piece, which is then also part of the working memory. So anyway, another neat way to get them thinking about doubles near doubles, and it's also a great way to have them, the tactile piece as well, because they're touching the concrete manipulative to do it.